Hey everyone, welcome to this week's episode of OK, where this week we talk about our appreciations for our moms, what we miss most due to COVID, Kayli texts a couple random people, and our most recent fast food experience. Thank you guys for tuning in. All right, so when this goes live, it will have been 2 days after Mother's Day. Right?
Yeah.
Okay, because we go live on Tuesdays 8 a.m.
Sunday.
In case anybody didn't know. So...
Had to put that plug there.
I did, because I still had people asking me. I'm like, just read the post, guys. It's there. But yeah, Mother's Day. So, first off, I am a very... Are you drinking my coffee?
I am. I don't regret
it. Wow.
Mine's gone. Sorry.
So you're going to drink mine?
Yeah.
All right, well, I'm a very, very, very big mama's boy. And anybody that knows me knows that. Mm-hmm. And... Mother's Day is like one of my favorite holidays, but at the same time, it's like similar to Valentine's Day. Like, why are you only taking this day to show appreciation to your mom? Like,
see, but like it's completely different for me because I couldn't give two shits about Valentine's Day. Seriously, I haven't celebrated it since me and Brandon had like our first Valentine's Day together.
Yeah. Well, but it's like I love my mom. Well, I have two moms. Okay, I actually have a lot more than two moms, but like I have a mom and then I have a stepmom. But I don't like using the word stepmom because I feel like it has like a derogatory like.
Yeah, like she's not real. Like it's not.
Yeah, that's what that sounds like. But like,
but
Lonnie
two women
is like
raised you.
Exactly, yeah. Lonnie is a mom to me, and I'm fortunate enough to have two sets of parents. Like I have a mom and a stepdad, and a stepmom and a dad, and it's like I'm loved by all four of them.
For sure.
Like some people have like broken families where like that's not the case. Like their stepdad and their mom love them, but like vice versa. Like it's kind of weird. But like, so I get to wish two people like that mean a lot to me Happy Mother's Day, and then you go into the grandparents and like all my friends that are moms because I'm 22 and apparently I'm getting to the age where everybody's either getting married or having kids. Kayli. And
I was waiting for it. I was waiting for the dig.
But no, it's like I appreciate my mom, plural, more than I think I can ever actually put into words.
No, I completely understand. I mean, I was raised by a single mom, and me and my mom, I would say, are closer than most people with their mom.
You and your mom have that relationship that is like your best friends. Mm-hmm. I don't think I've ever seen you guys be enemies, but like if you were enemies, you'd be enemies.
It's happened.
Like family relations, like you're like that is like fantastic.
Yeah, well, I mean, I just spend so much time with my mom. Like, I mean, in an average week, I think there's probably only like maybe out of 7 days, 1 day that I don't see her, and even if I don't see her, I'm still talking to her throughout the day. Well, because not only is she my mom and my best friend, she's also my boss.
Yeah.
So there's that aspect of things.
I love the fact that your mom's gotten so used to us being such good friends that when she calls you, it's like, tell Owen, hey. It's like, how do you know I'm there? Well, other than me not shutting up, but
she can hear you. But no.
Apparently, so could everybody on last week's episode. No!
People... Sorry. Okay. But no, my mom is 100% the person who has gotten me through, like, everything in my life. Like, if there's any situation that I've gone through, like, the person I turn to is my mom. Because she's always been... I'm gonna be an emotional bitch. But she's always been my person. When there was, like, no one else... Yeah, it's happening. I'm going to cry.
I see him
when
coming.
There's no one else around, my mom has been that... I'm going to have to stop talking. My mom has been that person for me. And, like, she did everything on her own. I mean, Steve's been in my life, but I was already 7. And at that point, it was, you know, my mom had 3 kids. Mm-hmm. And my brothers were hellions. So...
And you were too.
I was vaguely, like, roughly for a little while. But so there was the 3 of us, and then she, you know, worked a full-time job. She had to support our household and still manage to, like, bond with her kids and do activities. And she's just the most, like, fierce woman I have ever met in my life. And I could only wish to be half the mom that she has been to us.
Don't you start.
I know.
No, it's one of those things that I feel like a lot of people take for granted up until Mother's Day is how special their moms actually are.
100%.
Like, every friend that I have thankfully has a relationship with their mom, like a close relationship, because like who like they grow up to be.
Yeah.
Granted, most of my friends are girls, like you and Casey and Hannah and Kim and like Ashley, like everybody that I like talk to all have that kind of like they and their moms are like close.
Yeah.
But like it's, I don't know, I guess it's just how it is now. Because like before as I was growing up, like there were days where I'm like, I don't want anything to do with my parents. Like I'm my own person, like leave me alone. But I know everybody's had that.
But like my mom was completely normal.
Always one of those people that was like, get your shit together. Like you've got a life to live. Like stop being a hellion. You can only do this for so long. But like without all of my parents constantly like pushing me and telling me like, hey, you're gonna be an adult. Like you think this is gonna be okay? That like that constant thing was the thing that like helped me grow into who I am and who I'm continuing to grow to be.
Yeah.
Because like I said, we're 22. We've got what seems like to be eternity, but in 5 years we're going to be 50, and then we're going to look back on this and be like, what the hell were we doing?
No, for sure, 100%. But I mean, you always hear like it takes a village, and luckily, you know, both you and I have step parents who like have been around and will. I think moms are so special. Like I could
without moms, we wouldn't continue.
I 100% would not be who I am.
No, like legitimately. Like,
no, like
without what the organs y'all got, we would not be here.
But
we ain't being hatched in a lab. Thomas probably was, but
not only that, like leave the poor kid alone.
He graduates soon.
I know.
By the way, major creds to Kayli. My work schedule lately has been brutal. I wouldn't even say brutal. It's just been a lot. Like I'm going through like a management training right now. And my mom's like, do you have time to like do Thomas's slideshow? And I'm like, oh yeah, no problem. But then I didn't realize I had a work project. I had podcasts to set up now. Like a lot of other things going on. And then I texted Kayli because Kayli doesn't have a life. And I'm like, hey, can you...
2 kids, no life.
And a full-time job. And another part-time job that she has now decided she wanted to start back up again, which we will touch on later. Anyway, she decided to help me, and she did Thomas's slideshow for me, and it's like amazing. But like Mom and I were talking earlier today about how I like turned 18 in November and then graduated like later the next year, and Thomas turns 18 and graduates all in a week.
No, that's awful. Your poor mother.
She's like she's a basket. Like,
yeah, I'm sure.
Emotions like just boom, boom, boom.
I can only
Mary
imagine.
Poppins purse. Yeah, that's my mom's emotions right now. They're just never ending.
Speaking of Mary Poppins, that was one of my, like, me and my mom loved that movie when I was younger. Watched it all the time.
You know what my mom and I watched?
Mm-hmm.
Every single High School Musical.
Multiple
times.
My mom supported, like, my Disney craze.
Finding Nemo was the shit.
My mom supported my Disney craze, but I wouldn't say, like, she sat down and watched them. But, like, we did do, like, Disney vacations quite often, and it was, I had a great childhood.
Yeah, I think looking back, we all did, even though at the time we didn't think we did.
Yeah.
Like, there were days that my mom would literally come home and cook, like, a full-on meal. And now I get why sometimes it was a big deal when I didn't clean the kitchen. Because when I come home and I have to cook, and I'm like, I just want to go to frickin' bed.
Wait till you have kids. Wait till you have kids. Like but I think that's part of like being a kid is you underappreciate the things. Yeah, you underappreciate the things that like a simple task at the time, what seemed like a simple task to us, to them was like this big smorgasbord.
Oh my gosh, it's like at work. Like when people ask me to do a simple thing, and I'm like, I'm not doing that.
Like I don't have the time for that right
now. And
now,
like with the positions that like I'm going into, and like you as at the shop, it's like, why can't they do that simple task? Like I need them to do that. But you remember us? I'm not filling bags.
Yeah. But I mean, But anyway, so we just wanted to say like a quick happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there, and you are so appreciated, and
we cannot put into words how much we love our moms. And every mom I know, from people that had them when they were 15, 16, like I know people who had teen pregnancies. All you guys, y'all are doing great. Single moms, you're doing fantastic. I might not talk to all of you guys a lot anymore, but I watch. from behind the scenes, and you guys are seriously doing great.
So creepy.
I'm serious.
I know.
I'm
but
not
I
a stalker.
understand
I'm just
what
like
you're saying.
supporting from
like
behind the scenes.
Like you see it and you appreciate that. But happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there, and you guys are killing it, and appreciate your day. And if after this last year of just spending time with your kids all day long, you want a break, take your fucking break for Mother's Day.
I watch your children.
Yes.
I love kids, and I'm actually really good with them, believe it or not.
Yeah, I agree.
Your kids love me.
They do.
Also, we go live on Tuesday for this. If you don't quit with my coffee girl, what is Tuesday's date? Tuesday is the... Casey, I'm going to need you to pipe down. Oh, by the way, Casey's filling in for our production manager. He was...
studying.
Yeah, he's got a very large test coming up, so we've kicked him out of all productions. And now we have Casey. So we are currently OKK. No, it didn't go good in rehearsals either. Yeah, I know it's the 11th. My calendar's right here. Shh. But yeah, so the 11th, which happens to be the day after my father's birthday. And if anybody knows Kenneth. Again, back to the whole parents thing. Love him to death. He was actually very butthurt that I didn't talk about him in the first episode, but I talked about my mom. I shouldn't say butthurt, but he was butthurt. He made it a deal.
Enough to make, yeah.
He made it a deal because that's just who my dad is, and I would expect nothing less. Did I ever tell you the story of when he ended up on stage for our Christmas cruise?
I wouldn't, you didn't, but I wouldn't put it past him to do that.
And it was in front of the adults only.
Oh, man.
And the entire ship for the rest of the week knew him as Bubba.
You did tell me the story.
So then I go to sit down at the bar to like talk to the bartender because like that's what I do. Like I talk to everybody. And I'm sitting there talking to Diana and Nicole and Juliana, and I'm like sitting there talking to all of them, and they're all like, "Oh yeah, did you see this guy?" Blah blah blah. And then Dad comes walking in, "Hey, it's Bubba." And I'm like, he sits down, "Hey son," and they're like, "What?" I'm like, "Yeah, Bubba's my dad."
Stop putting your elbow here, please.
So yeah, that would be my dad. But anyways, I just wanted to wish you a happy birthday. I love you. I appreciate everything that you do for me and for the little one at home who, oh my God, is not so little anymore. Jonah is getting
your brother?
Huge.
Yeah, that's what happens.
I don't like it. But yeah, on behalf of the O from OK, I will wish you a happy birthday.
Kay also wishes you a happy birthday. I don't know why I was excluded from that, but happy birthday, Kenneth. I've yet to meet you.
You're the only person I know that calls him that.
I will always call him Kenneth. Happy birthday, Kenneth.
He'll text me something, you'll be like, "Oh, Kenneth."
I mean, yeah.
Anyways, happy birthday, Dad.
Yeah.
Love you.
Enjoy your day, and I will order you a new like palm tree shirt to go with other ones in your collection, I'm sure.
You have to order it from him now. Oh, I told you he was doing that embroidery company and like shirts and mugs.
I'll order a shirt from your company and have you send it to yourself.
Dishcloth, everything. Yeah, anyways.
You go, Kenneth.
So...
You go, Glen Coco.
This last year has been a lot.
Yeah. I mean, it has. What do you miss the most?
100% vacations.
Yeah.
And not even like vacations. Like, because we took a vacation last year to Tennessee, which Gatlinburg is beautiful, but the COVID thing is still like annoying in a sense. It's like...
Well, it's just a big life change.
Yeah, like, can we get everybody on the same like level here and kind of move along? Like, as a society, we shouldn't still be where we're at, personally.
Yeah, I mean, no, I would second that. I had to think through what I was trying to say. Like, I know where my train of thought was going, but I was like,
it didn't pull away from the station this week.
It wasn't. Yeah,
it did last week. It went choo choo.
Thanks, bud.
But no, vacations for sure, and that's like cruising or even like a weekend vacation to Universal. Like theme parks are different now.
I mean, Disney, man.
Oh my God, because who wants to walk around in a theme park with a mask on all day when it's 95 degrees? Feels like 120.
No one. But not
Florida
only that,
humidity doing great.
But not only that, I mean, Disneyland just reopened after like a year and a half of being closed. And right now they're only open to like California, residents.
I'm a citizen in California.
California residents, but Disneyland was closed for like a year and a half, and that's like a big deal because
tourism.
I mean, not only tourism.
People are freaking out now that like ships are returning back to their ports. People are like, "What?" And I'm like,
And
I
I'm
wish
sure,
I was there.
but I'm sure the prices for cruises are about to go like
They're gonna
way
shoot.
high.
They should be set to cruise in July. I know I've been saying that for like the last year. Like every month, it's like, oh, they're set.
Oh
for
no,
next
it's
month.
happening this month. Oh no, next month.
It's because I'm very optimistic about it because I just want to be back on a ship.
Mm-hmm.
Like my Alaskan cruise got canceled for June, and I literally one tear down as the bald eagle went.
But no, vacations, like I've been craving a Disney trip for so long, and I haven't gone because like the girls and everything, and it just like Ava's at the age where Disney would require her to wear a mask, and like I respect their decision. However, I know my daughter's not going to put a mask on, and it would just be a constant fight of like.
Do you remember when we first started this whole COVID shindig, and I fought you to wear your mask? At one point, I was calling your mother.
Yeah, no, they're.
I'm like, if my best friend gets this ish and ends up going down for the count, it's gonna be on me, and Brenda's gonna have my head on the chopping block.
Well, that was in that weird time where it was like, we know COVID's in the US, but is it here? Like, there was no requirements of, hey, put your mask on. Hey, don't wear your mask.
A week later, when Dixie's like, mandatory.
Gotta wear it.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, and then like our manager at the time, like I think it was his mom, made everyone those masks, and it was so sweet.
The amount of appreciation that our store got just from the community was ridiculous.
Yeah.
But
we were also working our asses off.
We were pulling 80-hour weeks.
Yeah.
And I know like that's not a lot to like some people.
I beg your pardon.
No, like the doctors at the time.
No,
doctors
for
were doing
sure.
so much more, and officers so much. Like they were working a lot, but like.
Yeah.
For us, 20, 21-year-olds, I guess we were 20.
Well, I mean, I had gone from like 32 to 38 hours a week to all of a sudden I was there like all day, every day. We literally
worked open to close.
Yeah.
And at the time, the company's like, we're going to lessen the margins of when we're open for everybody's safety and like give you time to staff accordingly and like make sure everybody gets rest. That was another thing. They took care of us. And I'm not even talking about our personal store, which also like they did great. Keith, Jennifer, y'all did fantastic. Props. Like I would not have been able to handle that situation without the management team that we had.
Well, they took like a complete shit show and made it manageable so that everyone at least, and I mean there was all the meals that were provided through the community, everything. But okay, in that whole situation, what was your favorite?
Please don't ask me my favorite story because this one will go crazy. Okay, so there was a customer, and Shannon was still working with us. There was a customer. Shannon was out at the door. She was a front end specialist at the time, and this customer like was going ape shit crazy. I mean, this customer doesn't have the right to tell me what way to walk. Blah 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 blah. And I'm like, what is going on? So like I'm like. Intentionally, I go to the register she's at because I know she's pissed. And, like, I'm the person that's like, you want a manager? Well, you get me. Like, you're not going any higher unless I can't resolve your problem. Yeah. Because most of the time I can. And, like, it's, like, a good satisfaction thing. And she's pissed. So I'm like, calm her down. I think I even gave her fried chicken for free because I don't even know if that's what she was pissed about. But, she was paying with food stamps and doesn't cover the fried chicken, whatever. I was like, you know what? You're just getting your fried chicken, damn it. And get her out the door. And she starts rambling and she's going out the door. And Shannon's like, oh, like, what happened? And now Shannon's like the target. She's going off. Your management team, blah, blah, blah. This guy didn't do anything. And I'm like, oh, dear. I ran over to that intercom, picked up the phone. I need all managers to the front door now. Next thing you know, Keith, Jennifer, everybody.
No, I remember, yeah.
And it was like, so then the other guy, so the whole root of this problem was that she was standing in an aisle. And while she was in that aisle, a guy asked her if she could hurry up out of the aisle because he thought that we're directional, and we never did directional aisles. Like, you had to walk this way, you had to walk that way. And he got mad, or she got mad because he asked her that. And he's like, he has no right. So he was about to leave the store. And I'm like, this lady would probably literally go and like hit him and attack him. And at the time you were on the phone with the police, we had locked the doors to the store because she tried to come back in.
Literally closed the doors in her face.
Them. Yeah. You and April both were so concerned. You're like, yeah, let her back in here. And I'm like, those tiny little bodies.
So not the funniest thing, because the story wasn't funny at all. It was actually, at the time, we were like, someone's going to get hurt because this lady's actually going crazy. Oh, but the thing about the story is once we had closed the door, we had a line of customers outside the store who were still like,
now they're pissed at how she's acting.
Yeah, no, she was still there, and they were all like, Well, they just closed the
doors.
doors.
So we started funneling them in and she started running back and forth.
You were on the phone outside with the police. I was down by the door. Our manager, April, we were all there. And I'm waving these people without, like, getting her... nice. Without getting her attention, like, trying to tell them, hey, come through this door instead. And then she realizes what I'm doing, makes a beeline towards
the other door.
I can't get your attention to let you know she's coming, and end up just grabbing your shirt
and
to pull you through the door. Yeah, and I'm talking like a 0.2 second time span of when those doors shut in her face before she was in the store.
Highlight of the day: she took her chicken and threw it at Heath.
Oh, and then she was yelling that Heath yelled at her kid without his mask on.
He is the calmest person I know. He is like, it's annoying how, like, if you don't quit drinking my damn coffee, I'm gonna
last sip.
There's only one sip left. He's like, I hope to have an ounce of like that. Patience? Kind of aspect. Yeah, because I don't have patience. Customers can sit there. Do you remember the customer that threw their cheese at my face?
I do.
I wanted to drag that hoe. I'm talking about take her little ponytail and shove it in a trash can because she had pissed me off. Oh, we're not even going to get there.
Cheese throwing was extreme. But no, in that line of work, there is a situation constantly.
Every day.
Yeah.
And I'm normally the one that gets to deal with it. I love it. Don't get me wrong. I love conflict resolution. Mm-hmm. And I feel like a lot of that has to do with the way Thomas and I grew up. I would always cause problems and then try and solve them before my mom got home. Because I'm like, hey buddy, I'll do your dog like feeding duties if you don't tell mom that I like beat you up this weekend. Or like,
oh, that's real sweet of you.
Hey, I made him tough. He's good. He made it through high school because of me.
I'm sure
I was preparing him for the real world.
Yeah, I'm sure he really appreciates it.
But yeah, that was like my favorite work story. And like obviously working with like you and Bree and April and like everybody else.
No, like I would say we made the
Jennifer coffee trips.
Yeah. No, I would say we made the most out of the situation at hand.
I agree.
Working retail in a time where there was no toilet paper was...
The limits were ridiculous. People are like, oh, I'm getting this for a family of 12. And I'm like, you normally only shop for a family of 4. I know your shopping habits. You're in here every day. Back up, Bertha. Like
Bertha. No, but
I really need this hamburger.
I think
no, you didn't. You just wanted to hoard it and sell it back on Facebook. Which, sure enough, we saw people doing that. I got y'all. A little community. I know you. Any whom's.
Okay, so I heard you have a game in store.
I'm so excited. Okay, please nobody screenshot that because that was a really nasty face. I don't know why I just did that. We're gonna have to crop that out later. So you're gonna need your phone.
Okay.
Ooh. And what did I just say? Sorry, ADD. All right. So what we're gonna do? What are you doing? Hello. I'm here, not there. Eyes up here, sister.
Oh, Owen. Oh my goodness. For anyone who's not watching on video, he just blew his burp in my face.
Don't act like it surprises you. All right, so we are going to
pause for like 2 seconds. I need you to turn your body more towards the camera. Thank you.
Beep boop bop boop. All right, so I want you to find the most, like, I guess the funniest meme.
I don't have memes in my phone. I'm not a memer.
A memer?
A memer. I don't meme.
I need you to find... Okay, type something up in your notepad. No. Put I am and then use predictive text for the next 7 words.
Oh, I don't like that.
I don't care. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You ran out of 7 fingers. All right, what does it say? I am going on the road to the... All right, so copy this. The whole thing.
I'm literally...
Tap it.
I'm phone illiterate.
Double tap it. Double tap. Now select all. Oh, dear.
That button's not there. Okay, copy. Got it.
All right. Mm-hmm. Go to your contacts.
Okay, I'm here.
And now... whoever this is gets that text.
Who is that? That's my sister.
All right. We'll send this one. Send.
Wait. Who are you
What does that say?
User, like, number not... Oh, she must have changed her number. We don't text. I talked to her on Snapchat.
All right, we'll try this again.
Listen, there's people in there that I haven't spoken to in years.
She's gonna love this. And send. I am not going on the road to the. How many people should we do it to? Casey, give me a number.
4.
Ooh. You're dead. And
That's my brother.
man, this isn't as fun as I thought this was gonna be.
Let me see your phone.
Not yet.
Mm-hmm.
You sound like a chimpanzee.
Look at who it is. Look.
Do it.
No.
Do it.
I won't ignite that flame.
I could be blocked. I could just be blocked.
Nah, we don't
be
talk to that
blocked.
person.
I don't know why that number's
Who's this?
Is 978 New York?
973.
973, is that New York?
I don't know, but she's getting it.
I think that's my aunt in New York.
It's an iPhone. Boop.
I don't know
Send.
what she has.
All right, we'll just do 3 because we landed on 4. That was the game. Please don't do it to me.
Who was it?
I don't know. Elena.
Elena?
Oh.
Elena.
All right.
Okay, phone.
Why do you need my
Because
phone?
no, you're doing it.
No. This is just a
100%.
Kayli attack game.
I don't like that.
Today, I'm gonna read you guys through the text.
Oh, wait. I'm going to put you on the spot. What is your favorite song?
Ever?
Ever. Favorite
Follow
song?
Me by Uncle Cracker. It just has a lot of like childhood memories. Why do I? Ew.
This is fun.
That's not what I would have imagined you picking. I mean, I don't know what you would have picked. Okay, copyright. Please stop. Thank you.
Follow me. I like that song.
No, it is a great song. I was just curious what you would pick on the spot.
Where's the Kayli text from today? There she blows. That's not it. There she blows. I think we need to play another game. I agree. But what this time? Oh, I have one. It'll be risky. Ha 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 ha. What is it? I'm not going to tell you, though, until it's time to shoot. I'm probably down. What? OMG, putting me on the spot. I said it'll be a surprise. She goes, oof. OOF. Big oof.
That is a big oof.
No, it wasn't.
No, because
That wasn't that bad.
No, it wasn't that bad. I thought for sure, and none of them have responded. So, but I don't talk to a lot of people.
Yeah, because most of the time your phone's dead.
I'm sorry. I've been much better about this lately. So I don't know why you're adding me right now.
Who texted you?
No one texted me.
They
Actually,
don't love you. Who'd that be? Skirt? No.
it was Brandon talking about the children.
Oh, okay. I guess that's important. I'm not in your phone?
No, you're not.
What kind of friendship? I'm in Casey's phone. Wow.
You picked the wrong
Don't worry,
kid.
everyone. Everybody, in case you're not watching, Kayli's using her phone to text.
I don't know
you rolling
why.
up?
Yeah.
You
no,
ready?
I am rolling up my sleeves, but that's because it's hot in here. Okay. We're moving on from this, please.
Fine.
But what I thought the game was going to be was that you were going to make me pull up, like, my last 5 searched things. And, like, my day-to-day life is so crazy, like, between kids and work and, like, every aspect of my life is a different subject. So I didn't know what it was going to be.
Mine is all about food.
So I honestly went through and censored my phone. I was like, get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of that. Because I just didn't know it. I was like, I'm not trying to, like, at somebody because, so... I'm not a very, like, mischievous person.
Mischievous.
Mischievous?
Mischievous?
I don't think it's mischievous.
Mischievous.
To be determined.
Look at how it's spelled.
It's mischievous.
It's mischievous. Thank you.
Pipe down, ma'am.
Thank you, Casey. Round of applause.
That was an oval. Try
Anytime.
again. Continue.
So, but I went through and I deleted a bunch of stuff because I didn't, like,
What she's saying is that she has a lot to hide.
No, I don't.
So
I
we're gonna-
100% do not have a lot to hide. I just have a lot of things that I don't want people to know about.
We're done because you, if we were to do that, you would have made that no fun. She's a fun sucker.
I don't apologize.
Did Casey just go to the bathroom?
Okay.
Our production manager abandoned us.
Moving on.
All right, well, anyways, like I said, everything on my phone is about food. Like food. I love pizza.
I have
love
so many
pizza. I love
recipes.
pizza. I love pizza. Pizza's my weakness.
So my thing is, I more often than I would like to admit order like DoorDash or Uber Eats to my house specifically for Harry's Seafood and Bar fried green tomatoes.
Oh, it would be Zaxby's for me.
Oh. Me and Zaxby's just don't get along anymore.
Probably because you lock it in your car.
I genuinely don't know why this comes up every time. It happened one time, Owen. One time.
For 2 hours.
I had to call AAA. I had no other way to get in the car. So what he's laughing hysterically about is one day I was heading to work and I got a text message. Snorted. I got a text message from Owen or someone asking me, I'm going to need you to please pipe down, asking me to bring lunch for the people who were there. And I was like, yeah, sure, no problem. Like, what do you guys want? Because I lived in Gainesville. We worked in a different town, so I had a little bit of a drive. So I passed a bunch of restaurants. And so we all settled on Zaxby's. I go through the Zaxby's line. I order. It takes forever for my food. I am already running late to work, but I was like, whatever, it's fine. Getting food for managers and whatnot. Get the food, start heading to work.
Of me as a manager?
May I add, at that time, one of their drinks spilled all over my car, all over me.
It was mine.
Yeah. So I get there, I'm in the process of getting food out, and I'm like, it'll just be easier if I go to the other side of my car. Closed my door, went to open the other one, and it was not locked. It was locked. And
So
I was
back
like,
to the other side.
okay, so go back to the other side to unlock it. That side's locked too. And at this time, I drove a 2000 Toyota Avalon, and my boyfriend had lost my unlock clicker, and my doors just didn't work. So the food's locked in the car.
Her door didn't have handles to work.
You don't need to at me like that. So the food's locked in my car, and I'm like, shit, I literally have no way of getting anything
this
out.
was a very bad day for that to happen because I was hungry, Tyler was hungry.
Everyone
we were
was
all
hungry.
hangry at this moment. And when the WD's hangry, ain't nobody getting along.
So I go inside, have to inform everyone, hey, got your food. It's in my car and I can't get it. The amount of death stares I got was ridiculous.
And cue death stare.
Was ridiculous. So then I had to call my boyfriend and be like, hey, I need you to call AAA and have them come unlock my door. It took 2 hours. So mind you, this whole 2 hours that I'm working and everyone's just waiting for their food, I'm getting comments left and right like, where's the food? Is the food out yet? And I'm like, you will know when the food is out because it will be inside.
Man, I'm so hungry. I wish somebody would have gotten me food today and not locked it in their car.
That was a very Tyler.
That was my personal favorite.
Yeah, that was a very Tyler comment.
Yeah. Tyler comments on everything. Every time I'm on the phone with you, he goes, is that Kayli? And I'm like, yeah. Tell her I said congratulations for what? Her unexpected kid. Every time. He always brings Zoe up.
I'm sure most people do. It's just one of those things that I'll
Or, hey, isn't Kayli due for another baby soon? It's my personal favorite.
It's probably about that time, yeah. No, actually past due.
All right, well, if you guys would like to start sending her congratulation cards, that'd be great. Plug in the address in the comment box. Not really, that's weird. Oh my gosh, do you remember when we went to McDonald's and the guy comes out the door with this number? And I'm like, what in the world does he want? Mind you, he scared me because at this time he's up at my window.
Yeah.
And I'm like, can I help you?
No, so I thought we did something wrong.
I did too. I was like, I didn't hit anybody
or
yell at anybody. So I'm like, what happened? So then I roll my window down and the guy's like, yeah, our drive-thru's closed right now. There's a car that ain't moving. And I'm like, you have got to be kidding me. So I'm like, is their car dead? No, man. They're just not leaving the window. And I'm like.
So then we go inside.
I was pissed. P-I-S-T all caps.
We go inside, order our food. Come to find out, they weren't leaving the drive-thru because they dropped their debit card or credit card, whatever, in the little donation box.
In the Ronald McDonald box.
Yeah, that they have at McDonald's drive-thrus, and they wouldn't leave until it came out.
Y'all can't even drop $1 in there on a good day, and y'all are gonna drop your whole ass bank card.
So they wouldn't leave until they sent someone to come get it out. Well, come to find out, McDonald's doesn't actually have access to those boxes. It's this separate company, and they have to come unlock it. So, and that company wasn't in town.
So the car instead was just gonna sit there.
Yeah.
Like, excuse me, what? So then I go in. Mind you, I'm now upset that I had to get out of my car because I was, like, not having a good day. And I just wanted to go through drive-thru, get some McDonald's, and then hit up Target. And I don't even remember what we were going to Target for. Oh,
God, too.
for sunshine. Or light. So then I'm, like, pissed. Whatever. Get back in my car. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go say something. And Kaylee's like, oh, no. Like, what went through your head?
No, I was like, why increase the situation? Why make things worse?
Because I'm Owen, and I wasn't going to make things worse. I was going to make things better for everybody after me. So I circle back around to that car, right? Roll down my window, and I'm like, can y'all get in a parking spot? We dropped our card. They didn't speak English. That wasn't even the language they spoke. So like, it was broken English, but they were like either Russian or Slovakian. I don't know what they were. But anyways... And I'm like, can you guys move? Like, you are blocking the drive-thru. We dropped card. And I'm like, I get that. Park in a parking spot. Okay. And I'm like,
yeah.
People are just so stupid.
I genuinely think there was probably a miscommunication on, like, both parties, like McDonald's and theirs, where they were, like, I felt like they probably thought McDonald's was just asking them to, like, leave. You can cancel the card. It's fine. However,
mind you,
there was 10 parking spots right across from the drive-thru where they were sitting.
Yeah.
So they ended up leaving. Everyone can happily get back through the drive-thru
So I
to
pull
get their
back
McDonald's
around.
fries.
Then I go back to the guy and I'm like, hey, they're gone. Nah, really? I'm like, yeah, they're gone. But yeah, that was ridiculous.
Well, I would honestly, I feel so bad for the people who work at McDonald's because they probably deal with stuff like that constantly. I had just never witnessed. Yeah, I had just never witnessed like someone actually just like.
How long do you think you would last in working in fast food?
Not long. I hate the smell of like oil. So like coming home smelling like that would really bother me.
Did that light
Did
just
you
come
see
on?
it? Yeah. So that would just really bother me.
Why do random things always happen to us?
At least there's not a bug this time.
I know. I already scanned. As we're sitting here, if you go back and rewatch this, you're going to see me do this number.
Looking for the bugs?
Yeah.
Not that there's bugs, but there was just huge June bug.
You know Jamie?
Yeah.
You know Jamie, Case?
Of course.
Her husband works in pest control, and after he watches the other day, he texts me, he goes, hey, do you need pest control? I'm like, oh dear goodness.
Well, this is why, like, when we entered the apartment, we're all like, files, to not let the, like, mosquitoes in that are, like, right outside.
Mosquitoes are gross.
It's Florida, they're everywhere.
You know what I love about this podcast episode?
Mm-hmm.
I completely diverted playing that game.
I'll get you next week. Don't worry. It'll happen. But anyways, I think that is it for today. Let's recap. We talked...
Recap? Are we back at work? Are we recapping?
We're recapping. I'm recapping this episode. So, Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day, moms.
Disney World / vacations.
Ugh.
Fast food.
And Kayli sending random texts to people in her phone.
Which I still have yet to get a response from anyone, so that just goes to show... Oh, Hannah responded.
Oh, what'd she say?
Hey, girl, did you mean to text me?
Everybody, Hannah's gonna come on.
Or are we tuning in?
We're FaceTiming. We're gonna bring her on live.
Oh my goodness.
Do you think she'll answer? I don't think she'll answer.
She probably won't answer me, no.
Wow.
I don't think she knows I was with you. But anyways.
Well, I'm gonna call her. We're not hanging up. We're not gonna end this podcast till she answers her phone. Okay, Rube.
She's not... I'm not even gonna respond to that text message because...
They're probably making really weird faces on this right now. Why isn't she answering? Oh my gosh.
Busy.
That's what we need to do. We need to risk our lives on a phone call. Who would you call if... Wow. Who would you call if like you had... Somebody had to answer. No. Somebody didn't have to answer. Like you had to be ignored in order to live. Who would you call?
Brandon.
I would call you. Because your phone's always dead.
I would call Brandon. Brandon never answers his phone. I always... Like, to get his attention, I have to ping his phone. I'm so serious.
She that at work.
Yeah, no.
It's usually Kayli at the counter.
To get his attention, I have to ping his phone because otherwise he just ignores it. And I'm like, I don't know why you pay for an expensive phone if you are not going to use it.
Headphone warning.
Sorry.
Apparently we forgot that last week when the bug attacked me.
It was loud.
I say us, but really it's me. I'm like...
But anyways, that is it for this week's episode. We will see you next week.
Well, technically you'll see us. because we like can't see you.
We didn't touch on today's Cinco de Mayo. Happy Cinco de Mayo, everyone.
Congratulations,
Mexico, for winning the battle. I don't know which battle it was, but I know it was a battle.
We should have refreshed up on our history for that.
We should have. But I do know it was a battle ran by a captain that I don't know how to pronounce his name, so I'm not going to butcher it. Oh my gosh.
And you don't know?
Anyways, have a great week, everyone. We will see you next week, or you will hear us next week. Enjoy this episode. We look forward
to hearing your comments.
And thank you for all the support on episode 1.
Yeah, that was great.
We loved your feedback, and I am working on being louder.
Yeah. A little Miss Priss over here. No, and I'm working on being quieter. It's probably never going to happen because I'm 22 and my volume's just always up there. So I'm going to need y'all bear with me or just like tune it down a little bit in your ear. But yeah. No, again, we appreciate it. We really, really do, because clearly this is something that we both wanted to do. Mm-hmm. And like I said earlier, like this just helps us have fun, because in all honesty, what is life without a little bit of fun? You want me to tell you? Boring.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm cutting you off. Have a great week, everyone. We will see you next week.
Bye.
Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. We hope you enjoyed this week's episode. Be sure to subscribe so you can stay up to date on all things okay. Bye.